Welcome to Valvatron HQ once again, and today I'm going to demo and show you around the AD2 and the AD1, which is basically analog delay AD. Now, why did we make these? Right, well, that's a double one which has got two features on it, and that's a single one with one feature, but it's the same feature multiplied. I've been using one of these for a very long time, an analog delay unit, because I like the sort of old school rough sounding analogness to them. But one of the problems with these is they run very noisy. There's a lot of hiss and background noise on them. So I wanted to do one that sounded very similar to this and works very similar to this, but it runs quietly, because most people want, quiet running stuff now. So we came up with this. That's a single one. We do that in gold as well. We do this in black as well, black or gold. It's optional depending on what we've got at the time. So I'm going to take you through this one. So if you want to come in closer. Okay, right, well, there we have a closer view. On the front, well, it's 19-inch rack mount. You can take off the rack ears if you want it standalone, like this one. We've got a power switch, power indicator light. We've got a delay that adjusts the speed of the delay, so that's a tight sort of reverb, room delay, reverb, and that's a long delay, echo, and everything in between. Then we've got repeat. That if you turn that up, the more it will repeat. If you've got it right down here, you'll just get like one repeat, and then that's it. And you turn it up and you get a few more, and then the more you turn it up, the more repeats you get. And one of the things about this, like the old analog things, when you turn up, this could be also be called feedback, the repeat. When you turn it up, you get that old analog increasing gain echo, if you will, which is continually breaking up for that old school sound. I'll show you in the demo in a little bit. And mix, well, when that's down, it's a totally clean signal going through, and when it's up, it's well, when it's right up, it's got a lot of echo on it alongside the original dry signal. So that's adjustable as well. So if you want only a touch of echo on it, you just have a little bit. If you want a lot of echo, you'd have it right over here. So basically it's very, very simple, and that's the idea. It's just a simple thing. Now, this one's a double one. This is the AD2. So you've got this, and you've got this repeated here. So basically this is two echo units, totally independent of each other, or they can be wired together for super crazy effects. On the back, we've got we've got delay 1, that's an input and output, simple. Delay 2, input and output, simple. A fuse, and that's a 12-volt DC power supply. It's an external power supply, keep the noise down, keep it reasonably priced, etc. And that's about it for the ins and outs. So like I say, it's got removable rack ears if you don't want those on, if you want the standalone. So if you want to just pause that, I'll do a demo. It also comes with this 12-volt adapter. Now this comes, it's just like a bayonet fix. That's the British one. Oh, it's got a little thing on it there, yeah. It just comes off like that. Now that's looks like a Swiss one. That will go on the same way, one way or another. Not doing a very good demo of that. In one way or another. There it is. It fits on, and you push that button, that comes off. So you've got those different basically plug adapters which goes on this, and this also works on any voltage between, oh, I haven't got my glasses on, 100 and 240, so it's good for Japan, down to 100, or it's good for the higher voltage countries. It works on 50 or 60 cycles, hertz, whatever. So basically, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, this power supply will deliver the right 12 volts there. So it doesn't matter on what plug you've got or what voltage you've got, this will adapt to it. So it's one thing for everything. Right, welcome back. This is the actual demo. Give you a quick demo. So we plug in the power there. We put the input here and the output in there. That's dead simple. So we're just using this side for now. Just this side of the echo, power on there. Now with everything down, I'm just playing a record to demo this. It's going through my phono stage, a Valvatron phono stage, which is coming out line level, which is coming in at line level. This thing is designed to use with your preamp more than anything on your effects loop. So you've got your effects send going to your input and your effects return coming from your output. So once this is set, you can forget it and control most of the things from your preamp, your custom preamp, be it two-way, three-way or whatever. So that's without any echo or anything on it. Now I'm just going to turn those up like that to demonstrate the speed. You can hear the reverb. That's like a tight reverb. Now if I want that to last longer, you turn up the repeat. See, it's longer. And then turn it up to a point where it'll feed back. And you get the old or just take it back to where it was. Now I'll just let that feed back and I'll demonstrate the speed. Now if I want that to go into distortion, turn that up or fade it out. So you've got a slow echo here or a fast and everything in between. Now what I was saying before about the mix, that's just the music. Send I sons and daughters from afar off. So that's totally dry, there's no echo. And if I turn this up, you get the music clean and you get the echo. So that's basically it. And that'll give you more echo that's louder than the original signal. So if you want a tiny little bit of echo, and as you can hear, it's ultra clean, so it sounds like one of these old analog delays that I've always used, but it's without the noise and it's really easy to use. Now there's two sections, that's one section. So when you wire this into your preamp on your effects loop, your send and return effects loop, you could say have this one set on your sound effects, your siren, or your mic or your music, and you could have this one set on something else. Well, typically put this one on your siren, set it a certain way, and put this one on your microphone, set it a certain way. or you could have it set on your music, depending on what your preamp does and everything. So you can have two different echoes on here, totally independent of each other. They've both got an input, they've both got an output. This is exactly the same, but it's just a single one with an input and an output, simple. So that is basically two of these. Now there's also another kind of feature. If you were to come out of, well, if you put the signal into the input on this one, then the output from that one into the input on this one, and then you have your output to your amplifier or whatever, next piece of signal equipment, you can echo something in this one and the output goes to this one. So that gives you extra crazy effects. So basically this could be on a tight reverb, and then when it enters this one it's like a long delay, or the other way around. That's just a typical thing. So you can get extra crazy, distorted, long decaying, increasing gain, distortion, all those things that the analog things used to do really well. This will do it, but you can have it using it single or double. It's optional. So I think that's basically it, without complicating anything. So we've got a few of these here, as you can see here. It's basically first come, first served, and we will be making some more, and we'll probably be making some black ones as well. We've just got to get rid of these, get some money in, and then get some more built. So all the best, and thanks for listening. Thanks for my cameraman and chief engineer Howard with his broomstick and elastic bands, high-tech stuff as usual. So see you later.